Hello, it's the Elder Law Report with attorneys Greg McIntyre and Britton Begley. We are elder law attorneys for McIntyre Elder Law, and today we're going to talk about disformity. Is that a word?
This probably.
I mean, just
If I was playing
malfunction.
Scrabble, if I was playing Scrabble with you, I would probably just be like
Disformity, disformation. Just the ugly ways that our intentions come out when we try to skirt around the truth.
Yeah.
When we avoid the truth. Today is about avoiding the truth, not being honest with yourself and other people around you. And the really twisted, malformed relationships and results that happen from trying to make things work in situations where you can't be truthful with yourself and others.
Right.
What does this have to do with estate planning? Everything. Everything. It has to do with how we run our office, how we run our relationships, how we run our lives, and how we end up losing tax dollars, paying inheritance tax, doing other, maybe paying capital gains tax, not having long-term care insurance because we never faced the reality that 70% of people over 65 are going to need some type of long-term care.
Right.
And you somehow didn't believe that the odds were against you.
Right.
So you end up having to tap Medicaid, spend down everything, lose everything, and then lose your house in the end. I mean, we can blame the government. I've done that. You can blame other people. You can blame nursing homes for charging high costs, but all that is avoiding the truth. You can go online to LegalZoom or whositwhatsit.com to print off your legal documents, your janky legal documents that in no way you can ask Susie Ormond to send you a package to fill out. All of it is skirting around the truth that you will not sit down with a professional. You won't go to the actual person who knows what they're doing and sit down and make a plan.
Right.
You won't sit down with your family and face reality and make a plan. And I'm talking a little tough today, but you need to hear this because I'm tired of looking at people and their families and their situations where they had Susie Ormond, who is a TV personality, and maybe a financial planner, I'm not sure. She's certainly not an elder law or estate planning attorney in North Carolina. And you can't sue me, Susie, because the truth is an offense. Because you're not. And you mislead people because they think that you are some type of authority on estate planning.
Right, and I don't imagine Susie Orman sitting up at night, reading the Medicaid manual, reading the rules and regulations around receiving benefits for long-term care, reading up on how to protect property. I mean, and this is a dangerous thing. It kind of goes into what we talked about in the last Elder Law Report about, listening to professionals who are not staying in their lane and really trying to give you legal advice when they're not an attorney, or trying to give you financial advice when they're not financially qualified or whatever, right? I'm not going to give you medical advice as an attorney, so you shouldn't listen to someone who's not an attorney giving you legal advice. And the thing is there's an incentive there for a professional to try to do that because they want to seem like an authority on something, and it plays right into exactly what a lot of people want. They want to get around having to seek out the truth and seek out a professional. If you can get it from one source, a TV personality, makes it easy.
It's self-deceit.
That's right.
It's quick money. It's get rich quick. It's easy. I'm going to pay
quick solution
$60 or something for this Susie Ormond package, and that's going to be what I need. Well, number one, when you get it, you don't know what you need.
Yeah.
That's the problem. It's because you haven't really, you need to go through that process with an experienced attorney.
Right.
I mean, you have to. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. I mean, it's like me formulating my own medical cure
Right.
for whatever ails me.
Well, or your own, nutrition plan. I mean, imagine what we have now available as food for just the American population. If you eat what is there available for you, right, you will get fat and you will die early. That's just how it works, right? So now in
the
life,
fast food kind of.
now in life, you have to have someone to sit down with you and a professional tell you how it works, how insulin sensitivity works, how protein, calories, all this stuff works. Otherwise, you're just gonna eat.
I just let you tell me.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And otherwise, you're just gonna eat what is being given to you, and you're not gonna know. You're gonna get fat, and you're gonna die. It's the same thing. I mean, you're facing the risk of losing everything you worked hard your whole life for, not being able to leave a legacy for your loved ones, for your wife, for your husband, for your children. And I mean, that's a big deal. That's huge. And we want that to be out of sight, out of mind, because I don't want to think about that. I don't want to think about what happens after I die, or I don't want to think about what happens if I become incapacitated. But it's important.
It all comes back to avoidance of the truth. I'm telling you, it's avoidance of the truth and straightforward communication. You know that to do estate planning, you need to go see an estate planning attorney.
Yes.
You know that if 70% of people over the age of 65 are going to need some type of long-term care, you should probably get insurance for that.
Yeah, that's probably going to be you.
Yeah, it's probably good. 7 out of 10 chance is going to be you.
Yeah.
Right?
Good
So, I mean, an estate planning attorney can help you. It's refusal to think about mortality, and to think about death and what happens to our family and go through that. It's selfish. It's also refusal to just face the facts.
Yeah, and if you want to get philosophical, which is kind of what we're doing with the idea of skirting the truth. I mean, the idea of like thinking about mortality and what the bad things that could happen really puts life in perspective for you. I mean, we're all going to die.
That was Nietzsche's whole thing. Everybody says Nietzsche, nihilism, and it's a horrible thing. No, it's really not.
Right.
Nietzsche's message was actually that you are going to die, so you need to live.
Yeah.
You are going to die, so you need to really enjoy this life.
Right, and part of living is not partitioning your mind and just avoiding the truth. And part of living is planning.
You want to really bring it to life.
Yeah, right. Let's do it. Part of really living is planning and doing it right, because you only have one chance at it. Do you want to leave your children with nothing? Do you want to leave your spouse with nothing?
I don't know how many chances. I don't know.
This life, you only have one chance.
Okay.
I mean, unless you want to show me something else.
I just don't know.
I'm gonna roll the dice on the probability that there's only one chance.
I'm gonna be frozen and thought out a lot later, but that's gonna take a lot of planning.
It's gonna take a lot of planning.
Yes, a lot of planning.
Yeah, but the thing is, okay, let's say you're reincarnated, you won't remember the last life, right? Because I don't remember any last life.
Unless you're like that movie Unlimited, or
yeah.
What is the one with the Wahlberg movie I just watched?
Some people remember, yes.
Yes. 500 of us.
There could be
According
there.
to that
And then those people don't have to have an estate plan.
No.
Because they remember.
No. So the point is, the ugly things that come from ignoring the beautiful truth and the great solutions that come from the truth, there's no end to that sentence. It's just, that's it. Ugly things, ugly solutions come from avoidance of the truth and direct communication. Estate plans that may in no way help you, right? Documents that are not usable when you need them.
Yeah,
in the state of North Carolina.
It's like me going, saying I want to go on a diet and I feel really good because I eat something that says low fat on it. And I'm like, man, I'm really doing a good job for myself. But I know.
4 times the sugar.
Exactly. It has higher fructose corn syrup and all that crap in it. And the thing is, I know deep down that what I should do is figure out, what I should eat, because I have no idea what I should eat because I'm not a professional, so I need to see a professional.
Right.
But instead, I block all that out of my mind because that's just too much. I don't want to have to deal with all that.
Right.
I just want to feel like I'm doing the right thing. Go to LegalZoom and get my documents. Go eat a low-fat, high-sugar granola bar and feel like I'm a healthy person.
It's like giving you a backpack and telling you to climb Mount Everest without a Sherpa. You need a guide. You need someone who's been there before. Because when you go to somewhere like LegalZoom, even if the documents were okay, you don't know which ones you need, you don't know why. You need a Sherpa. You need a professional to take you up the mountain.
Right.
To successfully help you complete the trip, the journey.
Right.
And that's what we're here to do.
I had someone who had a power of attorney that the agent and the principal both thought it said something in it. Okay? They're trying to move property. And both thought that the agent had the power to do what they were trying to do. Okay? And so the agent, acting on that person's behalf because they're disabled, unable to act for themselves and sign for themselves, was, trying in good faith to perform this particular task that they both thought that, the agent could do. And then the agent attempts to do it, gets reported to a detective. And that detective actually investigated it and had to, she almost got arrested and charged with a crime for trying to do exactly what her, the principal who created that document wanted her to do. Mm-hmm. And that's incredible. I mean, that shows you the danger of just not seeking out a professional and just having a document.
Or having weird, wacky things within the powers of attorney, like limiting the gifts to the agent to the taxable exclusion.
Or limiting ability to deal with insurance, things like that. It's very scary.
Things you don't even know are in there that are built into some generic power of attorney that is not at all what you need. And on and on. Or thinking a will is going to somehow protect your property. You need to sit down with a professional. Hey, I'm so motivated to have people sit down with professionals and speak clearly and in a straightforward way, which we really have developed a great. It is amazing how much we can accomplish in an hour.
Right.
And know about your life and about you.
Right.
I mean, could you imagine sitting down with a stranger, telling them all about your life within 1 hour and having an estate plan? Coming out of that meeting with a plan? That's generally what we can do. And I think that's a testament to how much we've committed to working on our craft.
Yeah.
And communicating with people. And I really mean that. Because we are able to, over time. Did you start out filming it this way and then turn it this way? Okay. You did it all this way. Okay.
Been hamburger the whole time in a hot dog.
Okay. So, that was Taylor. Say hey, Taylor.
Hi, guys.
Okay. So, it's amazing how much we can accomplish in a 1 hour consultation. It really is. And, I mean, I'm always amazed that people trust me enough to convey all the information they do, that quickly. But I think it's because we can sense those things when we're with people. And I think my clients believe in me. They know, they believe that I'm going to do a good job for them.
Yeah,
and that I'm trustworthy.
You have compassion for the person
I
who's
have
responsible
compassion
for it.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Because it's not an easy position to be in, to tell a stranger everything about your life and then have that stranger formulate a plan and then trust that person. That's a hard position to be in. And that's something that you gotta have compassion for as an attorney, because that person is really trusting you with a lot of information, a lot of sensitive information. And when you're giving them a plan and they want to follow that, they're trusting you that you're going to guide them in the right direction, and which is a big deal. And I think if you feel the solemnity in that, the honor in that, it makes you really have a dedication to your craft.
Yeah, I agree. So, we're so committed to making sure that you seek the right counsel and that you have a plan, that we would offer a free consult for you That's up to a $300 value to sit down with one of our attorneys and go through your life and your estate plan and get your affairs in order. That's what we can do.
Right.
So give us a call. What is it, Taylor? 888-999-6600. Call toll free 888-999-6600. That's a great number, by the way. 888-999-6600. Or go online to book that free consult at mcelderlaw.com. That's like my last name, Mike Charlie, Mick, elderlaw.com. Good job, man.
Thanks.
Thanks, David.